After looting as much as they could from the creature's lair, the party finagles their way out of the half-submerged maze and heads back towards the waiting Black Toe. Sifos hung back just long enough to give their orcish hosts some advice and a warning, while the others readied their little dinghy to row back out to meet the ship. Dio, frustrated by the lack of faith that his party mates seemed to have in his spellcasting ability, locked himself in a tiny hut the color of poo on the ship's deck. Half a day's sailing later, they came into dock at Korik, a small Goliath trading port, where they disembarked and prepared for their march ahead.
Last we left off, your party had just bedded down after a very pleasant feast of steaks and briskets and roasts and
Potatoes.
all things meat, really. There were some root vegetables, but they were hard to find amongst this smorgasbord that was meat.
I'm okay with this.
Sounds wonderful.
In that type of coma, y'all slept very well. In the shed, Dio found a place in a corner of one of the longhouses, essentially sharing the bottom end of one of the child's beds. It comes to morning time and everybody's usual routines.
Birdie spawns somewhere outside the hay hut. Do your normal morning routine.
Yes, I was just watching.
I would have gotten up after the 4 hours and probably bugged Sifos to play some more Dragon Chess while we're waiting for everyone else to get up.
You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that challenge.
Okay. Both of you give me a insight check, a deception check, and a perception check.
Okay. Insight, deception, perception.
Go each in turn at the same time. Insight check right now.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Damn it.
Beat him by 1 point.
16.
Okay.
Oh, you got 16 also?
No, 15 plus
15. Yeah, 16.
All right.
Ooh.
17, 18.
Damn it.
19.
Okay. So Leofin takes the insight, deception check.
Alright. Let's see if I can fuck this one up.
No,
27.
this is where you're going to shine.
Natural 20 plus 7.
7 plus 1, 8.
Okay. Sifos gets the deception and perception.
You know what? Makes sense.
6 plus 6, 12.
5 plus 1, 6.
Okay.
Cyphus is focused.
After a good game, one where Leofin has really started figuring out some key moves. Sifos still trying to be a little bit cunning in the placement of his pieces. Leofin is able to... Essentially, Leofin kicked Sifos' ass.
Oh.
But, yeah.
How long did this game of Dragon Chess go?
This game probably lasted, let's say, a good 20 minutes.
Well, good game, Sifos.
Yes, you too.
It's a lot better to play when we're not on watch.
I don't know. It tends to help me focus on everything.
Oh, wait, are you proficient in Dragon Chess?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. From now on, remind me.
Sorry.
You get advantage.
I always forget about that.
Yeah, that's your game
Okay.
set.
I hope you weren't going easy on me.
No. Trust me, you are earning these wins fair and square. I say kind of like in the back of my head, just being like, I'm trying to be nice, make him comfortable, so that hopefully I can bet him next time.
All right, what's going on in the village first thing in the morning? Birdie's probably keeping an eye out, looking around.
There is what looks like a normal routine amongst the Goliaths going out, or getting up gathering some materials and taking care of this herd. Some of them have actually gone over to their boats and have been doing some maintenance on them.
Maintenance on them, like just regular routine maintenance,
Yeah.
or maintenance something's
Not like-
wrong?
Nothing like overt, like, oh, hey, that mass has been cracked over, and is that gun shell
Yeah,
or
yeah.
gunpowder on the thing? No, it's
Okay,
nothing like
thank
that.
All right. So I'm gonna start keeping an eye out for the 2 Auroch geldings that I bought along with the wagon
Okay.
and our supplies.
Give me a perception check.
Sure.
Bola would, if she sees like the maintenance on the boats, would just like to go and help,
Okay.
just to do something.
All right.
3.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, you've just been like looking around, really just kind of paying attention to person by person, like, oh, hey, look what that guy's doing.
Did she break her nose?
They really shouldn't be playing with those cow pies. That's just a disaster waiting to
They actually
happen.
make really good fire fuel once they're dried. So.
Exactly.
It's not like there's trees out here or anything.
Well, I mean, it's better. You can say that they can use it for fuel, but I'm pretty sure they're just throwing them around with frisbees.
I thought you were talking to me, Dio.
This is Jared speaking.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Dio's not here. This is Jared telling you that they might be throwing them around like frisbees.
Birdie, do you know when they said our cart and everything would be ready?
Oh, what? Oh. Did you guys finish your game of Dragon Chess?
Yeah, I actually did pretty well.
He's doing very well.
How much did he beat you by?
Oh, not very much. Not very much at all.
He beat you bad, didn't he?
No, he did not. He's learning very quickly, but he did not beat me that badly.
You're
It's
a very gracious loser, Sipos. I've always thought that about you.
so. How about the card?
It's Did you know you're sober? I wasn't paying attention.
Shaka.
And as y'all are talking, you do see the older Goliath that you spoke to the previous day, Borog, come up to y'all and, well, I hope you all had a very restful night.
Oh yeah.
We did. That hay was actually quite comfy. Thank you.
I slept like a rock.
Oh wait, does he speak in commons?
Yes.
Oh okay. I was just making sure.
Addressing the entire party, so. Oh, good. Your cart is just on the other side of the longhouse over there. If you have no other business here, it's stocked and ready for you.
Can I take a look at it before we go?
Sure, why not? I mean, it's not like it's gonna be broken or anything, so.
I'm inside checking that motherfucker.
Go right ahead.
14.
You find him slightly insulted that you asked to check his thing. I wouldn't sell you anything inferior.
Oh, I was more checking to see if he was just
Oh
lying.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah. That's
Oh,
what you
okay.
pick up from him.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Birdie. Does Birdie hear him say that under his breath?
Yeah. As he's walking y'all over there, yeah.
It's like, and so she looks up at him and in Goliath says, "It's nothing against you. I just want to make sure that the wheels are going to hold for the entirety of our trip."
Right. Where are you heading anyway?
Hopter Springs.
And you can see like a little hitch in his step. Just
I don't
like
slow
a
down.
little, just slow down a little bit. It doesn't affect both of your strides, he still has a pretty long gait, and he's walking fairly quickly beside you, but you do take notice of it. Like, I see. You have business there.
I have kin there.
I see. Well,
Or dead.
best getting on the way, then, I suppose. And
Well, it
he'll
looks
lead
like
you-
everything's working.
Yeah.
So there's an Auroch. Is one of the Aurochs already hitched up?
Yes.
Okay. And then the other one is tied to the back.
The other one is standing next to the cart.
Okay. And look, and does it have a halter or any kind of equipment on it? The secondary one?
The second one does not have a halter on it. It's just standing by the cart. It's like, well, there's your two beasts of burden, your cart.
Do they have names?
Why would I name them?
I figured your kids might. She pulls
Fine.
I
out.
was about to say, is that in
Steak and
ribeye?
pork chop.
Odd choices, but I'll take it.
Sounds delicious.
And she pulls out one of her 50-foot things of rope.
Okay.
And she's gonna make just a quick rope halter for the secondary one. And she's not tying it roughly.
Mm-hmm.
But she is gonna do a loose tie to the back of the cart so that he does
Alright.
stay close to it.
Give me an animal handling check.
Sure. I'm not rolling you again. You fucked me. Get away from me, you evil dice. How could you?
After all,
You were one of my originals. Okay. 17.
17? Okay. You come up to this animal, and it seems fairly docile. You're able to tie him off relatively easily.
Hey, buddy. I kind of scritch him right above the nose.
You just kind of lean into it.
There you go.
Seems to be a very peaceful.
There you go. All right. Well.
oh, where's Vola and Dio?
Where's Kaine?
Oh, and Kaine.
How do you forget about Kanye?
She's so quiet.
quiet.
Hold on, I got this. Oh no! A tentacle monster!
All of a sudden, you hear loud stomping. And then you stop hearing the stomp. And all of a sudden, Kaine comes down from the sky.
Just fucking running leap.
And it's like that scene from the Terminator. You know, when it first comes in, she stands up and be like, Where is it?
Oh, kinda good. You're here.
No, I was talking to Sifos about, you know, the story, how we're gonna tell the story about the tentacle monster that we found in the cave.
I don't remember that part.
You don't remember the tentacle monster?
No, about Kanye doing a flying leap into the scene of like, oh god, where is it?
You ready to go?
Oh man.
Are you ready to go, Kaine?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you seen Vola and Dio?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen them.
Oh no! The bagpipes are on fire!
Oh no.
Well, considering Dio has his bagpipes and probably
Somebody
can't,
save the bagpipes.
probably can't hear you, he's not going to respond to this
That's-
message.
That would be rather disconcerting. Dio came running out of nowhere. What?
Save them! It's connected to me.
Put him out!
Just carrying them out. It's like,
Save him! Save him! He's not that dumb.
no.
Thank God.
No, I guess we need to go look around and collect them before we leave.
Well, since he told me to fuck off last night, Leofin, why don't you go find Dio? I'll go find,
Is the giant
Ola.
still there with us, or is he gone?
Oh, he left.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to ask that as well.
Yeah, I was about to, yeah.
David, it's a Goliath. Let's not.
He
Love
has, he has better things to do.
Better things.
All right. I will go ahead and, I guess, just walk around town for a little bit just to see if I can spy Dio anywhere if he's out and about.
Give me a perception check.
And 11.
Alright.
And if that doesn't work, I would probably ask somebody walking by.
Where are you?
I was wondering, where am I actually? You said I bunked with, like, some of them.
You bunked
children.
with a couple of the children at the end of one of their cots. That's where you bought. That was the bed you bought, and it was just in one of the longhouses. If you're just sitting in a longhouse, you're in there alone.
Well, I was hoping to see if I could find other Goliaths, or the ones that I hung out with last night.
They've been up and about and doing things
Okay,
from
never mind.
morning till now.
I was hoping I'd be up before then.
Yeah, as soon as they get up, they're off to work.
Oh, right. I guess I'm just playing the bagpipes then.
Okay.
In the longhouse?
Where else am I going to play them?
Outside the longhouse? I don't know.
No one else is
So-
in the longhouse. Everybody is on the outside.
So-
Okay.
So, with your perception, you do follow the very docile tones of the bagpipes to a particular longhouse.
I've never heard Dio play this softly before.
You open up the door, and these things are probably fairly good in soundproofing, or something is going on, because the noise does come out rather well when you open the door. And find out what kind of wood this is made out of.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so I found the longhouse, basically.
Yeah.
Dio, I think we're about to set off. So I came to get you.
Dio removes the piece out of his mouth. Hi, is that so?
Yep, the cart's all hitched up and ready. We got supplies. I know Kaine, Sifos, and Birdie are there. And I was just trying to find you and Vola.
Hi, alright. I'll come once I get an apology from Vola and Birdie.
Okay, I guess we should go... You want to help me find Vola and we'll all go meet by the cart?
I
or-
think I'm comfortable in here.
Alright, I'll go find Vola then, and I'll see if she'll come over here or something.
I'm gonna roll for the recharge on my cube.
No, you're
Yeah.
good.
Does it not just recharge?
No, it has
Oh.
to a certain amount, and it's fine.
Can't you break it doing that too?
Yeah. Because if I roll, I don't think I can break it per se,
No.
because it's
I
not.
don't,
thank
I don't
God
think
it's-
that's one of the ones that breaks.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that doesn't fuck you over.
That's good.
Alright, cool.
And did I hear... You were just staying by the cart, right? Or did you leave to go find Vola?
I had thought about going to find Vola and then realized that I don't think Kaine or Sifos know anything about Aurochs.
Right. Okay.
Sifos might.
Why
He
she's
doesn't.
now
Why?
she's why she has now turned to both Kaine and Sifos and goes, so Sifos, I know you did some trading. Kaine, I'm not sure what kind of experience you have. Do either of you guys know anything about Aurochs?
That they taste delicious.
Well, yes, they do taste delicious. And you had a good sampling of that last night. I meant live ones.
Do I know anything about Aurochs? I assume
No.
maybe small tidbits here and there, like they smell funny.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
You're from the other side of the desert. You've heard of them. You've maybe you've seen one across the way, but you've never been this close to one.
No, I know they smell and I know they taste good. That's all I got.
Good. Well, honest answer, Kaine?
No, not really.
No?
I haven't
Okay.
read anything about it in my book.
I am both terrified and happy to hear that. So, I'm going to stay with our new beastie buddies. If y'all want to go find Vola, you'll probably have better luck. And,
You know that's not a bad idea.
And you might want to locate Clyde, because I haven't seen him since we got off the boat.
Yeah. We'll find Vola first. If we find Clive, hopefully he's not, hanging on the rack somewhere.
No, Clive's just with me.
Oh, okay. Did I see Clive when he was in the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
I was like, oh my god, we left the child on the boat!
You never checked for him on the boat. He was been eaten.
Right now he's actually
Home
being
Alone
tan.
situation.
Yeah.
We left
To be
our
fair-
kid at the gas station.
I'd be more afraid that he's like eating like the meat of another animal.
Oh,
It's
my
like,
God.
God, stop.
He's slowly just eating one of the
Jesus.
hands of the deck hands.
Oh god.
As Leofin's walking out, I'll go catch up with him, with Clive. Hi, Leofin.
Oh, yes.
You didn't have to listen to me there.
Oh.
I honestly thought you put up more of a fight, but
I just thought, I don't know.
no,
That-
don't worry. I'll get them to come to me. But
Gotcha.
yeah, sorry. Honestly, didn't think you were gonna do that.
I guess I'm just full of surprises.
Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, if I told Sifos that, he would just tell me to piss off.
I mean, he can say things that, he can be like that sometimes.
Right.
But, I think I didn't see Vola leave to go look at the ships, did I?
She can easily be found there.
Oh, okay.
They're not like off, hidden away. They're kind of out in the open, really.
Alright. I'll head over there then.
Alright, I'll meet you back at the cart.
Alrighty.
I went to go find Bola.
Okay. Oh, you're following Sifos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there, when I get back to the cart, will there be any Goliaths around just lounging about?
No.
No.
There are no lounging
There's
Goliaths
no
in
lounging
this
Goliaths.
Not
They
this early
are-
in the day.
They're
They are-
hardworking
yeah,
people.
they're very productive, and they're seizing the means of production right now.
Concerned? What kind of revolution's going on here?
So,
You don't
A
want
meaty one.
for my own sanity, you both find Vola at the same time.
Oh, Sifos, you came looking too.
Oh, Leofin. Oh, did you find Dio?
Yes, he is on his way back to the cart.
Vola!
I just kind of make like a grunting sound, not actually really like looking back as I'm doing something or another to a boat.
Sending it.
We're about to head off. Would you like to come join us?
Yes, just give me a quick second. This one piece? Got it. Okay, it's smooth. I'm happy. I'm walking away.
There's like a worry stone in this bridge. It's like just a little bit of a divot, but it is now perfectly smooth. It's just like,
Oof.
okay.
Oh.
Anyone that touches that one spot is like, nice.
It's just like, it's too flat.
It's so beautifully sanded and polished that water just wicks off of it.
Okay.
And
So-
we all...
Gathering up your comrades, meeting up by the cart. What are you gonna do?
Dio, glad to see you finally decided to join us.
Hi, I made it.
Alright, settle up. I believe we have somewhere to be right now, so...
Yep.
Yeah, but how far is that? How long of a journey do we think?
From here, we're looking at least
38.
If we were going on normal trade routes, it would take us 3 to 4 days just to get to the river.
You might be right. It's been quite a while since I've been over here.
Okay.
If we cross through the delta area, we're liable to have more trouble with waterish type issues.
Yeah. If y'all head along the coast, it'll take you around 4 days. If you take one of the trade routes, it'll take you about 5 days, but the coastline route does not have any settlements in between.
Yeah.
So I'm personally thinking, let's go ahead and take one of the trade routes. It may not be faster, but it's also going to be a little safer. In case anything happens. I look at Dio.
I mean, there is a war going on further that way, so yeah, I think being safer for the time being would be good. And Birdie knows the routes and everything around here.
Trade routes I can handle.
I feel offended no one wants to hear my trade routes. Okay.
Well,
Your
and
trade
you.
routes are all north, aren't they?
Shh, they don't know that part. I have to look like I know what I'm talking about once in a while, Birdie. I contribute in 2 ways. Trade and blowing stuff up. And I'm okay at the latter.
I think we're just gonna make eye contact with Leoth and both of us just kind of cock our heads to the side. Yep, okay,
mean,
sounds legit.
That's accurate.
Alright.
So, who's the drive?
Immediately point at Birdie.
She's already sitting in the driver's seat. She's been waiting for you guys.
Okay.
I was hoping someone would volunteer me, but okay.
Do you know how to drive?
I mean, it can't be any worse.
All right. Obviously, no experience. I feel totally confident in your ability, Cyphos.
Do you even have a driver's license?
Currently, the only ones that I'm for certain have driver's license is Dio, Kaine, and I can't remember if you have proficiency in land vehicles.
I have a really high animal handling.
Okay. So, you're good at driving the cart for normal things, but if shit goes down and you really need to get out, it's probably going to be a good idea to hand it off to Dio or Kaine.
Dio is currently riding his goat, so it'll likely be Kaine.
They get like advantages on stuff
Yeah.
for that.
I am lounging, actually. I've got my legs like hooked into the horns and just kind of just laying back.
Nice.
That's good.
Alright. Well, the day isn't getting any shorter.
Yep, let's get
Well,
going.
I don't know technically, yes. We'll ponder it on the way up there. So that sounds like an interesting notion. Does the day get
Are we into spring or into winter?
You're still in the middle of winter.
Alright, so the day, are we still heading towards the longest night, or are we over the hump already?
I was gonna say, our
Y'all are
best
over the hump.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the days aren't getting any shorter.
There
I
we
was
go.
correct.
Alright, she's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the metaphysical idea, but yes, I guess technically no.
We didn't come here to debate philosophy.
What else are we gonna do? We got 5 days to talk.
Don't you have your game?
I hope it's just 5 days of us being able to sit down and talk.
Yeah. Currently, it is the 21st of Amar.
Okay.
For some reason, our lot ends up in a lot of interesting situations.
You know,
I don't think I've had 5 days of nothing in over 20 years.
ha 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 ha. When did you become
Oh,
short?
it's
and happy?
back.
Hold on, Cyphos. Whoop!
Okay.
So, as the party sets out, we're going to.
I'm going to mention that Dio says that Birdie and Vola need to apologize to him.
Or do you just say it out loud like that?
Oh. Hey, by the way, Dio, said that y'all two needed to apologize to him for...
Y'all two who to?
Birdie and, Vola.
Oh, me. That's an interesting predicament he's in, though.
Nah.
But I got him back to the cart anyways. He said he wasn't going to come until then, but it's fine. I persuaded him.
It's a good thing you didn't tell me. He'd probably be in trouble. He'd probably still be at the longhouse.
I think he would have expected that reaction from you.
Am I?
In Elven, Tiliafin, I'll say, I'll apologize in my own way, on my own time.
I hate when everyone starts talking different languages. I feel so left out. It's...
And in Elven, I'll reply just, all right.
I've got 3 languages, and only one other person can speak 2 of them. Actually, all 3 of them.
All right. So,
Well, that went better than expected.
who is going to take the lead in keeping an eye out for anything? Syphos.
Hi!
If only there was someone, I don't know, more qualified.
I was about to say, I like to just raise my hand
This
for
is-
everything,
this
just
is
talking about
Yeah,
watches.
this is just in
Okay.
general, though, not like overnight. So.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
the
this
this is
is-
a general travel check.
This is travel check.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
I would
Okay.
love to help him.
Okay.
Theo's bringing up the rear.
Go right ahead. With advantage.
Much better. So 23.
23. Okay.
Nice.
That was very good. As you're traveling, you're taking the cart along a kind of valley between these hills that just kind of roll ever forward amongst the horizon. It's not called the Great Hills for nothing. These are big old beasts that you just can't see over the next from one to another, and you're just traveling between these to the next town. You don't see anything in particular. As the day continues onward, you do see the sun cresting the mountain and turning the hills themselves into a nice golden color as the sunset is tinting the snow and grass. As you're getting closer, it's becoming darker and darker until you eventually see the bits of light from torches and such outside of a settlement. Birdie, give me a history check.
Okay. 6.
Yes.
That's a 9.
A 9? Okay, so you do know that they're... Actually, with your history of being a caravan, this being one of the closest settlement or little gatherings of people to the river from Hopter Spring, the city that's below Hopter Springs.
Mm-hmm.
I could say relatively, you would know the name is Atrick.
Atrick?
But you don't know a whole lot about the settlement itself.
Cool.
As the party rides into this town, you do find some more Goliaths just like settling into their houses. It's been getting dark for a little while now. You've been riding for perhaps about maybe an hour as the sun has just completely disappeared.
Behind the mountains.
The sky is going from dusk to actual night, and you see Goliath going from one longhouse to another, and eventually you don't see many of anyone moving around.
As we approach the outskirts of town, in Goliath she shouts, "Hello in the home," which is, the standard, I'm a friendly stranger greeting to settlements.
Yep. You say this, and one of the longhouse's doors open, and you see a Goliath woman standing there.
And I pull up steak and make him. Whoop!
Oh yeah.
You named him.
I'm so tired. I literally forgot that I named that thing steak.
I know.
I was like,
I did the same thing too. I was like,
are you offering her steak?
No.
I thought you were trying to stake something in the ground. I was like, what?
As you pull up, this Goliath woman sees you and walks out towards your cart.
Bathista, good evening.
Do you speak much of the tongue?
I am fluent in the tongue of the people.
That is very good.
The rest of
Must
my
be
mini
well
people, they are short, and so are their words.
Zypho's gonna cast tongues.
And in common,
Damn it.
in common, she looks at the rest of your group and... So, what is it that your company is doing traveling through here?
We are heading north, making our way as quickly as we can towards the desert stands.
I see. Well, if you need a place to stay, we can arrange one. We have a longhouse that is used for guests, if for a small price, if you have anything of trade.
We do have some metals that we could trade you.
Metals?
Bronze.
Of what sort? Bronze. I suppose we could use something of that.
They will need some working. But any skilled craftsman could do you a good turn with it.
We do have some people that we trust with those things. We might be able to trade such ore for different tools. How much of this do you have?
She pulls out 25 coins worth of the oxidized bronze. And it's fairly, that's a good 25 fucking coins.
Yeah, a handful.
And she, in a, like a bag, a little baggie or something like that.
Okay.
So would this do for a night?
She looks at it. I'm not certain if this is quite enough, but if you have any other things.
Would it work for 5 people?
I suppose.
Alright, I don't need a place to stay. Adios.
Where are you going?
Outskirts of town.
Watch out for the giants.
I've got my own protection, thank you.
Are you sure it's such a good idea, Dio?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
When I get to the outskirts of town, tiny hut.
Okay.
And then those 5 can come in if they want. And Clive, of course.
Okay.
Always Clive.
I assume Kaine is probably like sitting right behind the bench in the cart.
Yeah, she's over there reading her book.
That's what I assumed. I didn't want to be too assumptuous, but Birdie kind of like starts to call out to him and kind of makes herself stop and goes, "Okay, just for the 5 then."
All right. Yes.
Sorry, I make it green like a
Okay.
like a halfling.
No, you make it electric purple, so
Electric
it's
purple.
just
I actually wanted to flash several colors.
No.
Seizure-inducing kind of
We're gonna wake up
Root
tomorrow, all of a
sandstorm.
sudden, like a giant's just killed over, just like pulling out the mouth, seizing up.
Essentially kind of like the hills back home, where the Hobbit hiding home, kind of something comfy like that, kind of
Okay.
green.
A nice spring or summertime grass green.
Exactly.
In the middle of winter.
Well, I mean, I'm the only one that's going to be able to get in there, so yeah.
Okay.
It's a house for me.
It's fine.
It's very comfortable inside.
Yes, it is.
She does show you to a longhouse, and it has beds, a little fire pit in the middle for cooking any kind of food that you wish. And other than that, there's not much to it.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna see to steak and pork chop.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm sitting there just like, yo, are you just cooking?
I will never forget these names.
Yeah.
I have had steers named steak and pork chop.
Are
They
you?
were
Yeah.
in my freezer. Not
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I ate them many, many years ago.
I
but they were
raised
delicious.
I raised 2 pigs. One was called pork chop. The other one was called bacon.
Nice.
They were delicious. That's what you get growing up in Texas and going to ag class.
FFA, man.
Yeah.
Now you know.
So, yeah, you have a relatively well-rested night. If for some reason you spent some kind of spell today, go ahead and
I don't know who that would be.
go ahead and take a long rest.
Awesome.
So-
To be fair, I can cast it as a ritual, so...
Yeah.
And I need to roll.
Are bards ritual casters?
well, it has ritual under there, so I'm assuming that...
Yeah, but not all classes can cast rituals, is the thing.
That might just be because you're a sorcerer.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. Well, it doesn't say that I can, but it doesn't say that I can't.
Yeah. It'd be under your class features.
Class
I
features.
don't know what that is.
Honey.
It's a
Zero?
zero
And
and a double zero.
100.
That's 100.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You have...
Yes. Sorry. I can't do rituals.
You can? Okay.
Yes.
You have a fantastic night sleeping. Not even the faintest hint of the nightmare that has plagued you in the past. You were at 45.
Mm-hmm.
With that 100, just you are not going to have any nightmares anymore.
Good roll.
Nice.
Or at least no nightmares that are going to keep you up to that degree.
I'm going to roll to see how well I sleep.
We're traveling along the riverside, correct?
No, we're traveling toward the river.
Yeah, you're trying to get towards one of the major rivers of the desert, but so far you've just been traveling between the hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we would have taken that path, but there wasn't a lot of settlements around.
Yeah.
So it would have been a little sketchy.
Once everyone does kind of like fall asleep, minus Sifos, Vola would like to go towards Dio's little green hut and like knock on it, I guess. I don't know. She doesn't know what this is, so she sees it. She's just like,
Your hand passes through.
oh, okay.
Okay.
So she just kind of like walks in and.
I guess come in, I suppose.
Well, I tried knocking, but my hand sort of just fell through, so...
Oh, right. What is it you need,
Um,
Lola?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to apologize because when we were on that island, I was not very kind. And I understand that, and it's not an excuse, so I would just like to say sorry.
I guess I shouldn't have tried to fight back after you hit me once. We were both in the wrong. But you're not going to let anyone else know I said that.
No, of course not.
Of course, I
Nobody
got my
knows
pride.
that I'm here except for Cyphos, obviously.
Aye, right, he can't sleep. Did we hear crying in the background?
Cyphos kind of sticks his head in.
Hello.
Aye, Cypher, that's creepy as hell.
You're just dreaming, Theo.
I'm not dreaming.
You're just dreaming.
I'm awake.
No, you're not.
I'm fairly certain I'm awake.
Vola's apologizing to you. Are you sure you're awake?
I'm pretty sure I'm awake.
Are you sure?
Could you stick your head out for just a second?
I go further in.
Listen, if you don't do it, I'll close it and decapitate you.
I dare you.
Vola gives him like this really like wide-eyed look. Like, does that actually happen?
No, I can't do that actually. Aye, but it'd be very useful if I could. Cyphos, buddy,
So,
could you go somewhere else? Like, or at least come all the way in.
nah, I'm good right here.
Okay.
And with that, Cyphos actually just leaves. He's just like, alright, lovebirds, have fun.
Alright, I'm going to make sure that Cyphos is no longer allowed.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Just
Ah,
Ha ha, very funny. Little bastard.
alright, well, thank you, Vola. I know this must have not been easy for you. Because you got about as much pride as I do.
This is very true. But anyways, I'm back off to bed. I just figured I'd do it in my own time, my own way, kind of thing. It sucks that we're not traveling through the river, because I probably actually would have made you a dish of some sort, but maybe once we actually get closer and we'll have actual fresh seafood. I can maybe cook for everyone.
That sounds nice. I've not had this kind of fish.
Vola like kind of turns around and starts walking out. She's like, "Night, Dio, and
Night.
Clive," and I go back into sleep.
Alright, so morning arrives. The party is up to their usual morning routines. And
Would you like to play a game?
Sure, why not?
Why don't you play a game in the cart, boys?
Yeah, we could wait.
But don't you have to do your stretches and everything?
Well, I do have to make breakfast.
Oh, did you come back?
I guess so. You
Did
said
you?
we were up and about, so...
Did you come back?
The village isn't that big, is it?
no.
Okay, then I'm
This-
probably like one door down.
We see you down the street.
Yeah, this settlement is, and I mean settlement in the barest sense, is essentially just. This one's a little bit bigger. It does have 9 longhouses in it, but there aren't really any roads or streets or anything. Nothing signifying which house is which. Everybody knows where they sleep. Otherwise, if you're going into someone's house and you're not belonging there, you might die.
Understandable.
I mean, it's like that scene from Nacho Libre. How did you find me? And there's like a city right there.
Just like,
So, like, I'm nearby, relatively speaking.
Yeah, breakfast sounds good.
Hi. I'll see what I have. Do we have any other meats? I heard steak and pork chop.
That would be the name of our 2 aurochs.
Oh, that's a pity.
I remember having maybe something in the bag of holding.
Aye, it was my potatoes, you asshole.
No, other one.
Oh, right.
The one that didn't try to eat me.
The one that I had to cut open because
Oh, yeah, that's what happened to. I was about to say, what happened to that bag
I
again?
ripped it in half with my rapier because it's a demon bag.
What are you thinking we have?
We have some Spectre eye stalks. They're not going to taste good, but they're food.
You could just eat rations.
No,
Or
no,
I could cast Goodberry.
You know what? Do good, Betty.
The berry's always good.
All right, crepes it is.
Do we even have like eggs or anything? Like,
Do you have the things for crepes?
I mean, we're in a farming village. I bet they got something.
we didn't really
No.
buy
All
any
right,
food.
Does anybody have any rations?
Let's just have a good berry.
All right.
The reason that we've been eating is because of me. You guys remember that, right?
Oh yeah, the
We
create
create
food
food
and
and
water.
water.
We just do that again
We could.
Aye, I'll prepare it nicely.
by pouring salt on it.
Oh, all
Salt
right,
and
Leofin.
spices.
Go ahead, make breakfast. If it's so easy as you're.
I didn't say it was easy.
Aye.
I just
I mean, you made it sound
used
easy.
a lot of salt.
Oh, you just put a little salt on there. All that it takes, really.
Can you just put a little less on mine next time?
Oh, there's gonna be a lot more salt for you, buddy.
Well, while they're talking, I ask to create food and water.
Okay.
Nice.
And Birdie goes back outside to feed the Aurochs. Just rolls her eyes.
All right.
All right. I'll make yours with less salt.
Thank you.
All right. So, go ahead and give me a performance check on your food to see how seasoned it is.
Natural.
I mean, it's already food. It's just
Okay.
bland food.
Let's see here. Performance 15 plus 8, so 23.
Jesus.
Yep,
Every
you
time.
Yeah, performance check is nice.
you see
Great
what
salt.
she had summoned? It looks like what is that bread in Lord of the Rings?
Elven bread?
Is it?
We'll just call it Elven bread.
I was supposed to say it has a special name, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks a lot like that bread. You find some seasonings that, like some cinnamon, some allspice, just like put it on there. A sprinkle of salt, and for that little flavor kick. And yeah,
Lembas bread.
Limbers bread, yes. And y'all all eat your fill of it. It's quite nice.
You need to combine your spices with your salt and create seasoned salt.
Aye. No, please continue to lecture me on food.
That being said, you think in your mind, seasoning salt.
Good thing this was my idea. Aye.
I
Well,
wonder if we crushed up a good berry, made like a paste. I wonder if we could get some kind of jam.
ooh.
It would.
Aye, but we don't have any toast jam.
I can create 10 at a time, and they last for 24 hours.
Ooh.
Disappearing jam.
You better use that jam real quick. It doesn't even expire.
If you
It
ate
just-
the whole jam, would you just get 10 health points back as well? Because it gives you 1 point per berry.
Oh yeah.
It's also a full meal.
If you
isn't
ate
it?
all the
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah. It gives you all the nourishment you need for.
Oh, okay.
For a day.
Oh man, this is good. Oh,
You eat, it just expands in your stomach.
Jesus Christ.
Also, I'm just full turkey meal.
Oh,
no.
it's like intestinal
all
explosion.
one day. No.
Right.
Miserable.
Well, I hope you like breakfast. I worked hard on it.
It was a little bland, but it was okay.
Thank you, Dio.
Aye.
I appreciate it.
Vola just like crosses her arms and rolls her eyes and just like walks away, just
Thank you, Vola.
mumbling to go pet Clive.
Thanks for spawning this food into existence, Vola. I
Alright.
think she heard me.
But now it makes you wonder, where did it come from?
That's
Oh,
just
God.
not to ask.
Fair enough.
It's like hot dogs. Just don't
Aye,
ask.
don't. Let's not talk about that.
You mentioned these before. What the hell's a hot dog?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, you really don't.
You really don't.
I'll take your word for it.
Aye. Do you think people here might know who Uthal was? Remember, I mentioned it last time, and they kind of had some whispers.
Yeah.
Maybe I should say it out really loud.
I don't think they had the greatest.
Aye, but I want to know more. Like, if he's a pirate, then I can say I've been thrown on by a pirate.
I don't know if that's going to get you any credit.
Aye,
it might
but it'll
get
make
you-
for a great song.
Or ridicule.
Aye, no, it's gonna be a great... Leave the song making to the professionals, please.
Like breakfast?
I like breakfast.
Mm.
And it was damn good. You're underselling me, you prick.
No, that never happens. I don't do that.
You can't even lie straight to me right now.
Personally, I'd vote against it, but
Let's wait to see if maybe whatever or whoever Udal was, maybe he's not the fan favorite here.
I could say that he screwed me over. They'll never see it
Or
coming.
what if he's a champion to this place?
I could just ask, hey, have you ever heard of Uthal Stormbreaker?
And then what
And
if
then-
they just break your bite? You break your face.
And then say, oh, I got screwed by that guy.
Birdie comes in the door, just like in the doorway, just like, "Are you four done?
No.
It's time to head out."
yeah, we
mean-
should probably get going.
I could have a brunch, maybe even more food, who knows?
Clive is faster than the Aurochs are. And she turns around and heads out.
Hi, what a bitch.
It's understandable. She's trying to get back home, make sure everything's okay.
I don't give a shite. Okay, I give a little bit of a
I was
shite.
about to say. Okay. If you want to make your brunch, you can catch up to us.
Oh,
we
no,
do-
I'm full. Hi, which is something halflings usually don't say, I understand, but I am actually pretty stuffed. It was good.
Is there a rock I can throw? I'm kidding.
It's for a rocket.
A little piece of ash from the fire, you're just like,
PK fire!
I'll go ahead and I'll head out to the cart.
I will as well.
And I hope that Dio doesn't ask anybody about Stormbreaker.
Have you heard of the Stormbreaker
So-
clan?
As y'all are setting up to head out, are you gonna ask? Okay.
God.
Just that look on his face.
I can see it in your face. You're like, come on, just let me do it.
So I try to get her Goliath's attention. Hi, down here.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Yeah, these
You gotta catch his attention.
like the other place. These guys are seizing the means of production. They're up and about doing things.
I won't get the time of day. 10. I got a good
Okay.
persuasion, actually.
Okay. You kind of shout out to one who's like carrying some stuff. It's like a bag of seed and whatnot in it. They're carrying it from one place to another, and
I
they're stopping.
don't mind me. I'll walk with you.
Right.
I have a question. Have you ever heard of Uthal Stormbreaker?
Never heard of them.
All right. Awesome.
Anticlimax.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Whatever.
I was honestly waiting for him just to like
Drop the sack.
just
on
drop
him.
drop it on Dio, being like, "The fuck you say?"
You bring his name in this town?
Aye, that man screwed me.
He is my god! Just completely misread that. Whatever you say, just go with the other thing.
Like, that guy's a fuck.
I know when I beat screwed, we had a really fun time.
He laid
And
with
by
me.
God, I mean a wretched bastard!
I tried to read this.
You were very confusing emotionally, sir.
I'm in a glass case. I'm not bad.
Okay. Yeah. So they apparently don't know him here. Or at the very least, this guy doesn't. So,
All right. Well, have a nice day.
and party gets ready to set out and head their way.
This time, pork chop is pulling, and steak is behind.
Okay.
Birdie, aren't trade routes are usually pretty safe, right?
Generally, in most cases.
It depends.
But there's a reason caravans hire caravan guards.
Well,
We're not carrying anything very special, so I highly. And we don't look that
Oh,
conspicuous.
we're not carrying anything special,
We're not-
except about 5,000 gold.
They don't know that.
Quietly.
let's keep it that way.
Cypher's literally just like red, eyes just go red, just like shut.
I say quietly.
Very quietly.
Like, so quietly that I'm trying to telecommunicate with this.
I say it with my eyes.
Hi, Cyphos.
Shut.
Got it. Aye, we're carrying nothing. Aye, but people will know that we have steak and pork chops. Aye, out here you might want to steal something like that. That's good. That's good eats.
Anyway, we are very inconspicuous. We're not carrying anything of value. So, I promise.
Aye,
We should.
these are the famous bagpipes that Dio carried, played in many of his concerts.
We are moving at this point, right?
Yeah.
We're going.
We're not just standing here talking.
Yeah, you're just sitting by the car, kicking rocks, saying, "Yeah, we'll go sometime." No, y'all been moving this entire time.
If I remind you correctly, I was part of a pretty famous band for a short time, but still lead singer.
Dio,
Aye.
I guarantee you no one here knows what ye old Black Sabbath is.
They were pretty famous all around.
Who?
See? Even we don't know.
Oh, come on, she knows because he talks about it all the time.
Aye, exactly. See, they spread. Actually, I do wonder what happened to my old mentor.
Like a sexual disease, it spreads everywhere. But no one claims to have ever had it or heard of it.
Dio has to laugh. Dio has to laugh.
Alright. Probably halfway through the day, I want to switch out with Kaine and let her drive.
Okay.
Aye, but they're a pretty famous band.
Again, maybe two mainlanders and halflings.
Aye, absolutely.
I guarantee you, the working class doesn't have any idea what the hell that is.
Yeah, they didn't really seem like they had any place to host any concerts, so I mean,
You don't have any of your rolling rocks around here.
Aye, well,
so-
that's a different kind of concert. Not all of them involved that requires enchanting and all that. No, this is just regular instruments.
Although I would say this probably would be a good place. You have a bunch of hills.
Look at all these hills. But again, that requires enchanting these rocks to make the noise, and they're quite difficult. Especially for halflings, when we have to imagine all of these tiny buggers trying to push up a giant rock. I mean, for the Goliath, this might actually be a good place to have it. I think I know what I'm gonna do after we're done here. I'm gonna set up a business.
Teach the Goliath song. Classic rock and roll. Okay. So, who's wanting to do the perception check for this?
I will help.
Oh,
and I will do it.
okay.
While we're on the road, I'm still carrying that waterlogged book that Dio had found in the cave, right?
Yes.
I want to just look through it and try and figure out more of it, and then anything I can't, I'll ask for Sypho's help.
Okay.
That second one, you saw that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, the advantage one I rolled was a 1.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like,
That one good.
The rolls a 1. It was a stealth giant.
it was a very
It was
stealthy
a giant. He was a thief class giant. Just...
No, it's a giant that walks on thin air, cushions of air under his feet, and is completely
He's got
invisible.
Air Jordans.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Air Goliaths.
It just comes down to just an actual Air Jordan.
Oh damn.
He's in there just,
And you look up and you realize you're in the middle of their basketball game. Run!
We're in center court! Get the fuck out!
go to the baseline!
How tall are giants in D&D?
Really?
Are they
fucking
how I'm
tall.
picturing it? Like tall as
They're
Godzilla tall?
They're considered huge, not gargantuan.
So basically the same size as my elk. Kinda.
No.
I thought maybe
around
way
50.
bigger.
Around 15 feet tall.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, those are the small end ones too.
Um,
Like some of the, is it the mountain ones or the stone or
I have to look at the heights.
There's another one that's
Ettins are on the smaller side. Those are the two-headed.
Yeah, they're
Jerks.
about probably around 10 feet tall.
The standard giants and the hill giants are the smallest. Fire giants, I think, are the biggest ones.
I couldn't remember if it was stone giant or fire giant.
I think it's the fire giants that are the tallest.
Yeah, they're like 20, 25 feet. They're ridiculous.
Okay.
The more you know of D&D.
We can always look it up too.
Monster Manual, Wikipedia.
Yeah, you do look at this book, and after looking at it for a little while, you get Sifos' help with it. Give me a Arcana check with advantage.
I rolled a 13 and an 18.
Nice.
Okay. Alright. With the 18, looking at this book, you do find that there are a number. You're able to find like 5 spells that are legible. 2 of them were ones that you've seen before, which were Entangled, and another one that is Control Elemental. But these are just instructions on how to do such a spell, how to cast such a spell, but not like a spell scroll itself.
So this is what like an actual wizard would write down in his spell book rather than like an actual scroll. Okay.
Yeah. Essentially, you found somebody's spell book, but they were very specialized in holding things. So, with that, and you got, what was that on the perception check?
23.
23. As you're coming to this conclusion, then it's like, oh yeah, this is probably some wizard spellbook. Leofin points out the faint noises of people and something else skirmishing or fighting just on the other side of one of these hills. And you can hear a couple of people crying out at this point, and large sound of what sounds like cracking stone.
Is it in the direction that our road eventually turns around?
You're going down this little ravine, and on the hill to your right, just on the other side of it, you can hear these things going off. It doesn't look like this route is going to take you in that direction anytime soon.
Does it sound distressful, or does it sound...
Yes, it sounds incredibly distressful.
Just making sure. Like, if they're not just cheering or something like that.
Dio pulls out his rapier. Clive! Forward! And then just takes off.
I was going to suggest we check it out, but...
Birdie, hold up, or Kaine, hold up the cart.
Okay. So, as Dio rushes up to the top of this hill, you are the first one to see 3 humanoid beings down at the bottom. 2 of them look like dragonborns, and the other one could be a human. They are trying to fend off a very large giant creature who is carrying a club and is smashing it down around them. There is also a different, very large humanoid with 2 heads that is just now like ripping some rope that seemed to have been like wrapped around it. And you can see a few rocks that have just like buried themselves into the ground around there.
Giants!
Once the cart fully stops, Vola would like to jump to top of said hill next to Dio.
Okay. You can jump most of the way up the... Well, if you bunny hop, it's still... These are pretty big hills. You can bunny hop to the top of this hill, essentially.
Turn to the Incredible Hulk scene. Just...
Jeez.
God.
Essentially.
It is Vola.
Cyphos will head up there as well.
Okay.
No,
Can
was already up
I, from where we've stopped the cart,
Mhm.
can I hear the giants?
You can hear very loud grunt noises and the screams of people,
Okay.
but
So
not.
the giants aren't saying anything.
No.
Okay.
You can't even really, without leaving the cart and getting to the top of the hill, you don't even, without Dio saying giants, you would have known.
Okay. So I'm going to lead Porkchop over to the base of the hill.
Mhm.
And I'm going to basically just take a stake and very gently put it in the ground.
Okay, you're going to take a stake, not steak.
Stake-
put stake in the
I'm going
ground.
to take a pin
kill him.
from my explorer's pack.
Yeah.
And I'm going to basically, tether him to the ground. I'm not taking.
Hide him
I'm
under
not
the ground.
taking a giant Auroch and flipping him up on his horn and just like king.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
bury
bury him where his
Yeah,
nest
it's
is. Like,
just
no
like,
one will
no,
notice
I'm
this.
putting stake in the ground.
All I pictured it was she's literally just like, sorry, Steak, you gotta go.
Dude, no.
Just nicks him. It's just like, oh, what?
Yeah.
It's too much to carry.
Stake is still tied to the back of the cart. I'm going to tether Porkchop, who is attached to the front of the cart, to a piton that I'm going to tap into the ground very gently. That way, you jump back in the cart and need to make a quick getaway. He can just rip it out of the ground and we can go. But if otherwise, I can come over and pull it out like a tent stake.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to head up the hill.
All right.
Hopefully with Kaine and Cyphos and Leofin.
What color are the Dragonborn?
So,
Oh, shit.
standing at the top of the hill, you can see these giant creatures, giant humanoids attacking these people. And what are y'all gonna do?
What color are the Dragonborns?
The Dragonborns are, one of them is brass and the other one is red.
I'm out. Cyphos literally just walks back to the cart.
Cyphos, where are you going?
Fuck it, they're fine.
They're not fine. They need help.
They're fine.
No sympathy for the red ones?
Nope.
Uh,
Guilty by
What does the woman
association.
look like?
The woman is one of the Dragonborn, and she's the brass one.
Okay.
Hi, Leofin. You want to fight?
Shouldn't we help them?
Aye, good idea. And I slap his ass with haste.
Haste?
Hi.
What does haste do? I forget.
You go a little bit faster now.
Oh,
You go a little bit
okay.
faster and you got an extra action.
Two AC and another action to attack once.
I get 2 actions and 1 I can use to attack.
What? Yeah, one of them. Let's go ahead and we should just like make a sign for haste because I'm going to be using this a lot. Where the hell is it? Here it is.
Virtual
So,
pop-up.
choose a willing creature that you can see within range. I'm assuming you're willing, although I did touch your ass. So.
I'm confused, but I am willing.
Until the spell ends, the target speed is doubled, and you get a +2 to your AC, and you have advantage on dexterity saving throws. You get an additional action on each turn. The action can be used to only take the attack, one weapon attack only.
Okay.
Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Okay. So what I'm going to do first, though, is cast Flaming Sphere.
Oh God,
Okay.
What?
that spell terrifies me.
Oh.
With this, and you're committing to a fight, I'm gonna say roll initiative. So
have I
those who are participating in the fight.
Have I already cast haste, or
Yeah.
okay?
How long does haste last?
Last 1 minute, and then once it ends, let's see here.
So I basically get multi-attack for a minute.
Essentially, yeah.
When the spell ends, the target can't move or take action until after its next turn.
Oh, okay. Well,
As a wave of lethargy sweeps over it, but
lethargy.
lethargy.
Kaine, what was your initiative?
4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay. All right. Vola, what was yours?
4.
Okay. Leofin?
5.
Okay. That's a beast and is not a part of this yet, probably. Dio?
13.
13. Okay.
Significantly better than the rest of our group.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Siphos.
18.
18? Okay.
Yeah, like I said,
What the fuck happened?
I don't fucking know. It knows that I'm gonna do something very.
Birdie.
14.
14.
You son of a bitch, I know what you're gonna do.
Oh yeah, no,
We must protect the giants.
no.
Okay. Oh, Clive has not been in any fights for all. He goes on your turn.
Yes.
So,
Then I guess we
And
can
he's
assume that I'm on
he's
top
up
of
there.
him.
Yeah. Alright. Top of the round was Siphos.
Alright, coming back to the hill. I see everyone's not leaving. Just gonna check the fireball. Right there. I hit everybody.
Okay, what was the range on Fireball again?
120 feet.
I mean the area effect.
20 feet.
20 feet.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a
And you're-
bastard.
Oh, now it's 150 feet.
The range.
Yeah.
So you're just attacking the people.
I'm attacking everybody.
Oh, wait.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, no, it hits everything.
Yeah, it hits everything.
Go right ahead.
Fuck.
So there's 6.
Oh. The one
16,
time. Oh my god.
17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 points of damage to everything that doesn't save.
Jesus.
Okay,
You
what
need to
was-
make a dex save of 15.
15.
Fucking
do
everything's
they-
gonna pass. I'm
Do
waiting
they
for it.
have? It doesn't have a save.
That would be awesome.
I mean, if that brass...
15, right?
20 feet.
Yep.
Oh,
15.
of 15, yes.
Yes.
Dex of 15.
I'm waiting for that brass one to like critically fail and take
Okay.
double damage.
The two-headed guy does save.
Fuck.
The very big one saves.
Of course.
They don't have any pluses to these saves.
Oh,
That's why I said I rolled
Just
so well,
rolling.
so they're all gonna make it.
Okay. Who's it? The brass dragboar fails.
God, that's pretty much the one I
She's
would
gonna get burned. The human fails. The red dragonborn
Fails.
barely passes.
Actually, does it get
16.
advantage because it's red?
It is a fire, so.
I'm sorry.
He'll be taking half.
Yeah, they'll just take half.
Yeah.
So he'll take half of
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah. Both of them take half of half.
yeah, they both take
Well-
half essentially.
They both take half.
Yeah. What's half of 34? Is 18? No, 17.
Yes, it's 17.
17.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was thinking 18. 36. I'm tired. So the brass takes 17. The human takes 36.
Okay.
Both giants take 17. And
The red takes
let's say
8
no,
or 9.
nine,
He
excuse
takes
me.
9.
Well,
Okay.
one of those people is probably dead.
Not the one I fucking wanted.
Casually
As he
murdering.
pouts in the corner.
Fucking pals, I didn't get them right at the right one.
I have a feeling like you're still gonna beat their ass after this.
Oh no, 100%.
Slap them around.
And I cast Fireball again.
Okay.
They're just gonna be like, why is everything attacking us from
Everything
all
is
sides?
exploding. Oh wait, that looks like foliage. Is the ground on fire?
Oh god.
Oh, 100%, I'm sure.
I might have created just a tiny wildfire.
It is winter.
I was gonna say it's winter, it might snow.
Everything's
Okay.
dry.
Yeah. Maybe there's some snow on the ground.
It looks pretty green to me.
Oh god. Okay.
Jonathan, was this what you were expecting?
All right. So
Ignored it completely.
as this fireball just falls down amongst this group hitting the ground, erupting into flame. It's a really awe-inspiring opener for all sides who are witnessing it. The very large humanoid is engulfed in in flames when he kind of steps away and is able to fend himself from the worst of it, as well as the two-headed Etten. The brass dragonborn and the human were not anywhere near as lucky, and you can hear the cries of the human go out and echo across the hills as he screams out. He is still standing once the flames are gone, but he is burned all to hell, and he's just barely on his feet. While the brass dragonborn, a lot of her clothing has been singed away, and her scales look a lot more sooty. That was the word I was trying to look for. But she did take a good hit, but it doesn't look like it affected him as much, or her as much. While the red dragonborn was able to turn away and put his block as much as his vital portions as he could, while the flame burst across the field.
Try harder.
Dio kind of looks over like.
Oh, eyes are very red, by the way.
It is now the Etten's turn, and Birdie, you're on deck.
Yep.
Etten is going to, coming off of this, is just rushing up on this one dragonborn. He's looking around. One head's looking around, while the other one is just rushing up. Is just dead on this dragonborn. Raises up its club, comes down, and let's see. That is gonna be a multi-attack. That one missed. And that one hits with a 23. And does quite a bit of damage. As he comes rushing up, he smashes this great big old log that looks like bits of... it has knots that kind of come out and spikes on it. He smashes it down in the ground, and the dragonborn is able to step out of the way as the club hits the ground. But he doesn't see that another big old piece of wood is flying his way that has been kind of shaped in the way around a big old piece of rock that has made a very rudimentary hatchet, and is just catches him right on the side, and it digs deep into his side. You can see blood just kind of scatter across the ground, and he hits, and he's just barely able to stand back up as this creature is standing over him, one head looking down at him and the other one seeing the rest of you. So, Birdie, is your turn.
Two
Dio,
shots, one into each Etten head.
you're on deck.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
One's a nat 20, the other one's a 17.
Yeah, those both hit.
Nice. Good shot. Damn.
Alright. That is... Are we just doubling dice?
No, that's
It's
It's
full
nat
damage.
Okay. So for the nat 20, that's going to be 8 plus 4, so 12 automatically.
Okay.
Nice.
And for the other one, it was 5 plus 4, so
9.
9.
Right. Okay. Alright.
Good.
Nice bit of damage.
Good dice. Good babies.
Okay.
And Then I am going to sidestep so I'm not quite in the center. I still want to be able to see what's going on this side of the hill and what's going on the other side of the hill. So I'm standing not directly on, looking in one direction either. I'm kind of like standing really narrow,
To where you can
so
see.
I'm not a huge target.
Yeah.
I am thin bird.
Okay. Oh, and I know I have y'all on the map. This is not where y'all are. Y'all are a good, probably about 50 feet away from these people.
I knew my arrows would still hit from wherever I was. So.
I can
So I'm not actually this close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 50 feet away.
Oh, okay. So it's alright. Okay.
And since I hit on both of those, right? I am going to use my menacing attack. So I get to expend my superior dice to do an additional 1d8. So an additional 1 damage to the Etten. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 14. If it fails, it is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay. No, it fails with a 9.
Yep. So it is frightened of me.
Okay. Alright, so that's the end of your turn.
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, Dio, you're up. Kaine, you're on deck.
Alright, so
I am scary as fuck, Thinbird.
if I believe correctly, there we go. Yes. So I'm going to use 35 feet of Clive's movements to move up 35 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use 15 feet to move where I am now.
Okay.
Alright. From there, I'm going to... Let's see here. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the Etten that's next to this guy right here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's 2d8. I missed.
Oh, what was it?
5.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, plus 5, 10. It's gonna miss.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To be fair, these guys are going out and basically battle nipple ring, so...
So, as you rush up on Clive, just barreling down this hill, he starts to come to a stop, and you jump off of him and run the last bit of the way. And as you're about to come up to a stop, you reach up and cast a Ray of Frost at the Etten, and it just barely misses the creature, just whiffing right by one of its heads. You can see a bit of frost built up on one of its beards, and it's just like one of the heads is still looking at the Dragonborn, but the other one zeroes in on you. Plus, it doesn't want to look up the hill, which is scary.
Scary bird.
Okay, so, Kaine, it is your turn.
So gonna move up over here.
Do you have the speed? Remember, where your token is, you have 50 feet. You have 50 feet of movement to get where your token is on the map.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to spend a key point on what's it called? Step of the Wind.
Yep. So you'd get 60 or 80 movement.
What's your regular movement?
Yeah.
45.
45. Oh, so 90.
90.
Good
Fuck.
God. Okay, so 90, and then you spend 50 of it to get right here, and the rest of it,
40.
40,
So
will
up
get.
here.
Yeah, you can get right up to him fast
Jesus
as fuck.
Christ.
Sick of Kaine!
Why didn't I cast haste on you?
She's already hasted.
Let's say she's got the haste for days. Because no one should have that much power.
Good God. Okay, which move?
Done. The it says that it's a bonus action though. Is that fine? Or
For doing Step of the Wind
Mm-hmm.
is a
Yeah.
bonus action. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It means you can't aura, but you can use your 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just multi.
And pulling out a weapon counts for a free action? Or is that
Yes.
something different?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay, so I would like to pull out my short sword.
Okay.
I can still attack, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I'd like to attack him with that.
Okay. Roll for hit.
It's a 24.
Nice.
All right, that will definitely hit. Make your second attack.
And it's 7?
That's
the damage.
That one, oh, for
That's the
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, is it also possible for me to my stunning strike?
That's
Or-
only open-handed.
It says that's a special act. So I don't know if that.
I suppose I believe that's also a bonus action because you have to burn a key for it, right?
It's not a bonus action. It's
Special.
yeah, it's using your action to use stunning strike, but I believe technically you've used your action for attacking with the sword, which means the extra you only get to use the other one for another attack. It's not 2 actions, it's
You get 2 attacks
2
per one
attacks
action.
per action, yeah.
Okay.
So you do have another attack.
Yeah.
13.
Okay, no, just barely misses him.
Damn.
Okay.
So Kaine, at the top of the hill, saw Dio rush in and cast a spell. And then you see her do something you've never seen her do. She pulls a sword out,
Dumb.
and as the rest of the group is like, what? She
Wait, she owns a sword?
bolts down the hill faster than you have ever seen her move before, like lightning, just
God.
kicking up dust behind, fucking full-on Naruto run, and stabs straight into what she can now see as a cyclops, because there is just one giant eye that is very surprised at her movement coming towards it. Stabs him right into the shin, and you can feel your sword hit bone as you rip it out and come back down to hit him again. He steps out of the way, now being able to comprehend that something could move so fast, and just kind of no.
Do they have disadvantage on ranged attacks by any chance? Cyclopses?
Cyclopses?
I mean,
Death
they don't
They have
death.
they actually do have depth perception problem, which is disadvantage to any attack roll outside of 30 feet.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I always wondered about that. Cool beans.
Yeah. So don't make me regret telling you this. Okay. So alright, that was Kaine's turn. That's used used all your actions. So we are going to move up to Cyclops' turn. Being incredibly surprised by the fast little lizard thing that it sees, it is going to use both of its attacks on Kaine. Oh, wow.
I would like to, as a reaction, cutting words it.
Okay. That first one was a miss. And this... what's your AC, Kaine?
16.
16. Okay. If you're wanting to use cutting words.
Alright, let's see here. Aye! You don't have depth perception, you one-eyed bastard!
Okay. Roll for...
Oh, apparently it's pretty devastating. 6.
God damn. Okay, well, you destroyed his attack. Okay.
His soul.
So the first one comes down, smashes into... It's a big club, just smashes straight into the ground as Kaine steps to the side. It brings the club back out, tearing a piece of the earth out with it, and it reaches it back up. It's about to smash right down on Kaine, and it gets real... It looks like it's gonna hit, and Dio just looks over. You only got one eye. And it looks up and towards Dio, and its like aim just goes off just enough for Kaine to step over to the side. The club smashing into the ground, creating a furrow, and you can just see it. Just like what its eye, just kind of like you can't tell if it's twitching or quivering. Is
it watering up a little on the edges? Is he too far away to tell?
Just a little too far away to tell.
I have a question. If a Cyclops cries, does it come out the side of the eye, or does it like collect at the bottom?
These are questions only a Cyclops could answer.
Well, hang on, guys.
I don't think that's gonna fix the problem.
It's like poke the eye. It's like, well, I can tell you, it's coming out this.
Leofin, it is your turn, and Vola, you're on deck.
You do have haste.
How much extra movement does haste give me?
Double your speed.
It doubles your speed.
Yeah,
So I have 70 then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I want to run up
I need
to
you to dash.
that place that I'm at.
Okay.
That's
70.
50, so
You still
20
got
left. I'll go ahead and cast that flaming spear I mentioned
Alright.
using my action. And I'm going to cast it right here.
Ready?
Oh, dear Lord.
How big is it?
It takes up a 5-foot cube and it
5
affects 5 feet out from it.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Just let me give this thing an aura so I can...
For the love of God, be careful when you're moving this thing.
Oh yeah, it does. And again with the fireball question, it does say it ignites any flammable materials that it moves over.
Okay.
So
Grass
is
is
the
on
is the
fire.
grass on fire?
The
now?
grass is on fire.
Nice.
It was already on fire.
Yeah,
If it wasn't on fire before.
The grass before was also covered with snow, so it evaporated the snow, and now it is on fire.
Did it make a steam cloud?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
How are our pores?
ours are fine.
Oh.
It's the Etten who's probably a little steamed.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to use my bonus action to shape it into a rhinoceros.
Okay. Nice. How big are you?
I was just pulling that up. I think I
I think he's large.
Yeah. Go ahead, move all to the side.
am. Large beast.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I know my shit. And I'm not even a druid.
All right.
Is that in range? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I can move 20 feet to up to here. That's within striking distance, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Awesome. This worked out much better than I thought it would. Alright, so I'll move up there. And since I moved at least 20 feet straight forward. Oh, wait, it's towards a target.
And you are moving towards the target.
No, I know, but you
Right
have to
here?
move straight towards the target.
Oh, straight towards the target.
Yeah, you'd have
could move
to.
straight.
He would have to ball through someone.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
I'm trying not to do. Yeah. And then I'm going to use my second action, which can only be used as attack for
Yes.
haste, to use my gore attack.
Okay.
So, 7 plus 7, 14.
Okay. Please let me. Okay.
Do you get natural armor with this?
It has, armor of 11, but I got 45 hit points.
Well, now it's a 13.
Okay. When
Oh,
does
it's a 13 now?
Yeah,
Oh,
2 AC,
cool.
remember?
Yeah.
when does the damage from your flaming sphere take place?
When it starts its turn there.
Okay.
So if it starts its turn and it's within 5 feet, it has to take damage, unless I ram it into it.
Okay.
Gosh, it's like in Dragon's Breath and like cast it on Leofin. Basically, a rhino being able to breathe fire.
Oh man.
It
Oh no, sorry. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet. Sorry. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Or if I ram it into it.
Ouch.
Alright. Alright, and that's gonna be all you can do.
Did that not hit? I guess.
What was it?
14.
14? Yes, it hits.
Sweet.
Yes. I did it, guys.
Gorm to
I
death.
thought I told you. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gorm to death.
That is
Don't take my kill.
2d8 plus 5.
Don't take my squishy kill.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. So
Which doesn't make much sense because goring means you're stabbing
Yeah.
them. Or
You'd think
whatever.
it'd be-
Right, you're sitting there just like,
if you look at some rhinoceroses, they got like a blunted looking
Yeah,
hand,
I guess
so
that's true.
We're thinking of it being like he's been
fucking
finding
pointy.
it.
Yeah.
you're sitting there just like,
A rasp and everything. So, Leofin, you can see his hand come up and a sphere is created across the way, and just a ball of flame erupts into existence, grass catching the flame, and you can see the Etten kind of like shy away from it, and immediately he starts shaping into a very large rhinoceros. A creature that I believe is one of the episodes, I think it is, that y'all have seen before in that jousting competition.
I thought that was a Triceratops.
it was a Triceratops.
There was a Triceratops.
The Goliath was riding the Triceratops. Dio was riding a rhinoceros.
Oh yeah.
So, you see Leofin just growing very thick, hard, leathery hide all across his body as he drops down onto all fours, horn sprouting from his face and becoming this very big, blunt looking thing that's gonna hurt whenever it hits something. And he just starts running as fast as he can and gets right up to the Etten and slams his horn right into his side. You could hear the snapping of bones in his ribs as the creature is kind of moved up and hits the ground. It's like, all right. It's Leofin's turn. Vola, it is your turn.
Okay, so I run and jump to here, and I do know that that is my movement and my action. So then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon here and try to hit that guy.
Okay.
Damn.
As I run and jump, I yell out, "We leave the forest, and all of a sudden we can catch everything on fire."
It's fine. I mean, rhino noises.
Rhino fin.
Rhino noises.
Okay. And then the hammer comes up.
It's no fin.
Go ahead and...
11. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, no, that just doesn't make it. Your hammer, after you land on the ground making this comment, the hammer pops up into existence by the Cyclops and immediately makes a swipe for him. But this Cyclops has seen a speeding Dragonborn rushing from way downtown and is ready for shit to be going down. And this hammer pops into existence and he's just like, nope. Take a step back.
Now deal with it.
And
More trouble than it's worth.
it whiffs. I'm guessing that's about all you can do now. Let's go over and...
Bravo on having a really quick turn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so the group, as y'all are standing here, you can hear like a little bit of grunting out over one of the hills. And you look up and you can just barely see the head of another incredibly large humanoid just looks like they're hiding on the other side of this hill. And a very large rock sailing across the way. And let me see his rock throw. Stealth giants.
We didn't detect them.
Yeah.
It
Said he was hiding.
it will be at disadvantage, but he is throwing over towards Leofin and one of the Dragonborns, because those are the biggest threats he could see.
He's gonna fucking hit his own team, right?
That'd be awesome.
Okay. Man, I really wish I got to keep that natural 20, but it's fine. He did roll a 2. And his pluses don't give it to him. Yeah, it doesn't give it to him, so... Unless somebody has a hit of 10. Any way got an AC of 10?
No, I got 11.
Okay.
I'm not over there, so.
13. You're hasted.
Oh yeah, I got 13. I'm hasted. I'll never remember that.
Alright, cool. So, this rock comes sailing. You can hear the whistling of it coming through the air. And people are able to look up and see this big old fucking rock come crashing down. And Leofin, you're able to, like, hop. Do rhinos hop to the side? Hop to the side.
You're doing the electric slide to the side.
And the rock just buries itself in the ground. And looking around, you can probably surmise that might be where some of these other rocks have been coming from, that you can see spread across the battlefield.
How big are these rocks?
They are at least like a pretty big beach ball in size, and they've created a little crater that's probably about double that size.
Okay. Nice. Sounds painful.
I was about to say, yeah, that doesn't sound like a good day.
Talking one of those like inflatable beach balls, and you're like,
Once I see it, like,
Okay.
oh,
okay, so that is his turn, and I am an idiot and just deleted him out of the turn order.
Oops.
Give me 1 second.
Well, he's left. That's good.
He ran away.
You fucked
Lucky
up.
y'all.
Wow. That was a shite throw. I'm out of here.
it's like, well, I should be ashamed of myself.
He is currently about like 160 feet away.
Cool.
From where we are,
Uh,
or from like where we would be.
from where Leofin is.
160 from there.
So yeah, he's pretty far away. He was throwing not close to his max range, but
Getting on the upper.
it was on the upper end of it. So I had to do disadvantage. Okay. Syphos, it's your turn.
Okay, Syphos is gonna walk his 30 feet closer to the whole shebang.
Okay.
And then,
Where Birdie's still standing up on the hill.
yep.
Just walking
Very,
there, like-
very nonchalantly walking. He's definitely not in any fucking hurry. I'm gonna throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at the 2-headed fuck.
Okay. Go right ahead.
1 at each head.
All right.
Oh, thank God, I thought that was a 1. I pooped my pants.
Ooh, nice.
So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I assume hits.
That'll hit, yeah.
17.
You say 7? Yeah.
No,
that'll hit,
yeah.
it hits.
Well, 7. Sorry. 7.
7, okay.
Plus 8, 9, 10, 14.
Oh, yeah.
Both hit?
Both hit.
Perfect.
Hey, there you go.
Awesome.
Now I can steal that kill from you later.
Right. 16.
16? Okay.
Damn. You're having a good night.
Shush, why would you say anything?
I mean, terrible night.
You're doing shite, man. Fuck.
Knocking on the wood.
You just hear like wood knocking for the rest of the street.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, no, it's okay.
Okay, so
Even your neighbors and they're like, nah, he's doing good, man.
yeah, he's fine. Syphos walking up closer to the fight. You can see Eldritch Blast form into his hand, crackling energy, and he just launches it all nonchalantly straight at one of the Ettin's head, and it smacks it right across the head, and you can see blood kind of trickling down its face. And seeing that, again, just another flick of the wrist, and another bit of arcane energy just crackles across the field, smashing the other one in the face, and the entire Ettin just sways back and forth, and it's starting to buckle at its knees, and then it catches itself, and it looks like it's just barely standing up. So, it is his turn.
And he is frightened of me.
And he's frightened of you, so if he's looking at you, he gets disadvantage.
Yep.
And he can't move closer to you.
Yep.
Can I
So,
intimidate him at all?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do these three guys get a turn?
No. Honestly, that was my question too. I was thinking.
like,
Yeah. Though, I'll let them take their turn.
sorry, I was
No.
just like, are they just like, well, fuck it, other people
They
are
are
here.
fucking terrified.
They're just like, oh god, everything exploding. There's giant creatures throwing shit at us.
So like at 1 minute they're being attacked by giants. The next, a gigantic rhinoceros, a ball of fire, a huge explosion of fire, a spiritual weapon, and the world's fastest dragonborn come out of nowhere.
You know,
What can we say? We know how to make an entrance.
I would be very confused myself.
kind of definitely give me impressions for everyone.
It's like the reverse smoke ball ninja move. Like you throw smoke bomb at your feet and you disappear. No, instead you throw a fire bomb at their feet and then you're there.
And then everything else comes in.
I want to be a reverse ninja.
I,
God.
I just want to picture. I just want to see it from their perspective, just what they're thinking, being like, okay, giant explosion, giant fucking rhino, fucking Usain Bolt over here. Oh, and a giant hammer. Okay. Oh, there's a flying ball of fire. Okay, cool.
Oh look, a gigantic rock.
Oh, also, the Ettin ended his turn.
In the fireball.
He hasn't ended his turn
Okay,
yet.
cool.
He hasn't gone yet.
Oh,
Okay.
he's about to start.
Yeah,
That's
he
right,
doesn't.
because you gotta move the peeps.
Yeah. So.
By the way, if I said something that ends up getting away from your extra temporary air points,
He is just trying to run because he doesn't want to die. Attack of opportunity.
Do it.
Setting up.
Good man. He saw Cyphus attack. He's like, must be a bad guy.
Gotta kill Cyphos' kill.
All right,
if he
so
doesn't
he
pulverize
did hit. So yeah, no, he's dead.
Oh,
The Dragonborn is dead.
no.
As he begins to turn and run, he is able to make a full turnaround before he is smashed into the ground
Oh.
by the spiky club. And Cyphos, you seeing this, are now given the chance to retaliate. Yeah, leave it.
I was
I
like,
said, I'm tired.
I know. I was
guys."
about to be like, oh sweet, I get to do something. I was like, did I get a new spell and I didn't realize it? Do I have Soul Cage?
16 plus 5?
So 16 plus 5?
Beats ass.
21.
Yeah, that
21.
works.
Don't you fucking take my kill.
he's gonna take your kill.
I know.
I'm gonna take your kill.
I know.
Oh, it's plus 7, but okay.
Can I go 1?
No.
Can't go 1. Ooh. That would be great.
5, 6, 7 points of damage.
It's exactly what you needed. How do you want to do it?
Fucker! Every time.
Oh my gosh. I will gore him in the stomach and then lifting him up, toppling him over sideways, and then trampling his head in.
Oh, God, talk about gory. Jesus.
Leo
I'm
does
mad. He
love
just
gory
killed
death.
someone who could have been an innocent,
Could have been.
I don't know what he's doing out here.
Damn it. So, as you see this guy just get turned into mash under this club, in a bestial rage, you slam your horn straight into his gut. You can feel your horn just dig into it and begin to pierce as blood is pouring down. You lift him up, slam him down, and pull your horn out, and then just lift your legs up, and just start pummeling this body into another mash. You're surrounded by bloody mash.
I'm covered in blood.
I'm sorry.
Good job.
Noises.
What noises do I? Oh, never mind.
I was about to say, do you want to YouTube this?
No.
Alright, so the human is just crawling towards the people who have shown up. Has no clue where that fireball came from.
Nope.
That other giant that was throwing things must have thrown some kind of carton of alchemist fire or something, because that shit was horrible. And the brass dragon born is also making her way towards y'all, and also doesn't know where that fireball came from.
The human's nowhere near me, is he?
And no,
Oh, darn
you're still 20 feet away from him.
it. Darn it.
Yeah.
Up a hill.
I have a feeling like Cyphus is about to take a little stroll down the other direction for no particular reason.
Wait, how far did the Dragonborn get?
The Dragonborn was able to move. Okay, she was able to move 20 feet and went off the map, and then went 10 feet further. So,
Oh, sweet. She went 10 feet away from me.
Is that right?
yes, yes. Okay, so
Payback time, motherfucker.
Birdie, it is your turn. Dio, you're on deck.
Alright. Cyphos. I believe Kaine is going to need some backup soon. And can I see the one who's been lobbing rocks from where I am?
Just barely, or well, from your perspective, you can see him fairly well. He's, you can see like the top half of him.
Okay.
It's still a huge target. You're not going to take any coverage issues here.
There's plenty to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone on the ground might have to do like half cover things, but you're good. You're
Okay.
50 feet from. You're 70 feet from Leofin, and it was 165 feet away from Leofin is that guy.
So yeah, with the I have a longbow.
Yeah.
My max range is 600.
Yeah.
So
What is your optimal range, though?
150.
150. Okay, so you will be doing this at disadvantage.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hit the Cyclops instead then.
Okay.
Just gauging trying to gauge the distance via eyesight.
Okay.
Use that depth perception. Oh my god!
Nat 20.
One of those is loaded.
What?
One of those is fucking loaded.
It's the other dice.
I know!
Um,
I'm like, Jesus.
And 19. So they both hit.
Nice. Yeah. those will hit.
So he's gonna take
Jeez, I was just joking when I said don't
the
worry.
nat 20
Bernie.
does 12, and the other one does 6. And then I'm going to spend some superiority dice
Okay.
to do an additional 1d8 damage. 5. Additional
Okay.
5. And I'm going to use menacing attack again. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
What do you need?
14.
You just made a 14.
Holy fuck.
To be fair, what is he going to be afraid of? He's
Can't see you.
I mean, fuck you, but
It's like,
Is that a blur? Gray smudge? I mean, you are standing sideways.
It's true.
It is impossible. Okay. So, yeah. Arrows flying from across the field, from up on high. Smash one right into his shoulder, another right into the other shoulder, and he's just... And he's just like looking around. It's like, the fuck?
why does everyone keep hitting me?
And then she shouts in giant, "This is your last chance! Run the other way!"
Okay.
Don't give him
what?
Don't let him leave.
Give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
He just says, huh?
Okay.
Nani?
Don't need a book.
Some things have just come out of nowhere for this
13.
guy. 13? Okay. Alright. So, as, and that's all you got for
That's
now?
it. Yeah, that's
Okay.
all I'm doing. I'm not moving down the hill. I don't want to be in the range of those.
Let's see. It is Dio's turn. Kaine, you're on deck.
Okay, so awesome. You know what I'm summoning.
Okay.
I'm actually going to summon 2 level 1 creatures just to
Spice it up.
spice it up.
Okay.
Sorry for giving you more work.
Just to make him put more tokens on the board.
Okay.
So I want one right here.
Okay. Alright.
Actually, yeah, no, never mind. I was gonna do it behind him, but this spell only has a range of 60 feet.
Alright. So, with that, what are the options for level 1?
Okay.
It's much easier for you to just tell me than
Brown bear, dire wolf, giant eagle, giant hyena, giant octopus, giant spider, giant toad, giant vulture, lion, swarm of quippers, or a tiger.
Get a
Quippers
giant
are
hyena and a
fish.
giant toad.
Yes.
God!
Okay, I'll make sure to look those up then.
Giant hyena and giant toad.
Wow.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll for both their initiatives? Like, it'd be rolling for their initiative once, and just both of them go
Yeah.
on the same turn.
That's fine.
This poor guy.
13.
Poor guy, he deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
14?
13.
Okay.
His non-depth perception ass needs to die.
Said giant hyena and giant toad, right?
Yeah. Perfectly in the turn order, too, because right above where they popped up is Birdie. Okay, cool.
Oh, right. That's still.
I was like-
I was like, wait, I think that's it. No, I'll have Clive come like to where Dio is, and
Okay.
Dio's gonna jump up and like land on Leaf. Not Leaf. Super jump.
Alright, okay.
So now I'm back on Clive, and I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn.
Is it a vocal and somatic, or what is it require?
Let's see here. It's a vocal and somatic.
Okay, with a word and a gesture, 2 creatures just seem to pop out of nowhere. One like almost like a splash of water came from the ground, almost like a burble. A giant toad just leaps out of the ground and lands right next to the Cyclops, while a hyena just pops out of the grass and is just facing this creature, and they're both flanking him, and he looks very worried.
Be careful walking in the long grass. There's Pokemon in there.
It's better than my idea. Is like how they spawn in, just like 3D printer, just
Oh, God.
loading in, just.
Do 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 do.
Maybe if we go with another campaign that's more like has a MMO kind of feel to it. Like, okay, we can acknowledge these are game mechanics, right?
Yeah.
This is what happens. Some really weird shit.
That's why Birdie's always spawning in randomly, just T-posing, and then she gets into her animation.
Exactly.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
No wild magic? Sorry, but keeps the game interesting.
No.
Ah.
Sorry.
Oh no, that could be really bad. All of a sudden, like just like a bunch of them pop up because like it affects everybody now.
Oh,
It's like,
it casts on all. Oh no!
I would have so many under my control.
I don't know that they'd be under your control.
I could see
We
Jonathan's
could
head exploding right
attach
now.
them all to the cart and go really fast.
Wee.
The hyenas just.
Yeah, but if like one of them happens to be like a giant octopus just being dragged.
Steak, what happened?
Okay, so that was all you got.
Yeah, that's
His
all I
name is
have.
Calamari.
It is Kaine. Is your turn.
Alright, so I'm just gonna. Alright, Ora.
All right.
Yeehaw.
Did you roll 4 times?
Yep.
Oh.
All right. It was 10, 23, 9, and 11
I think only one of those. Yeah.
on the Cyclops. 10, 9, 11. Yeah, only one of them hit. Sadly.
Okay.
So roll for damage.
10.
Yeah, that's still a good hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Now you could add stunning strike to that with because it hit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be a melee
Yeah,
weapon
it's,
attack.
It's a actual attack.
Mm.
If I remember correctly.
No, stunning strike would
Stunning
work
strike.
here. Yeah, because
Would work here.
you're open hand, right?
Well, stunning strike is different from the open hand technique. What he can use now, because he hit with his fury of blows, is he can make them prone. He can make them. What was the? There's 2 other ones, but
You can
it's
push
not
him
the
back
stun.
10 feet.
You can push him back 10 feet, and he can
Turn them
do.
to a newt.
I can't take reaction.
Yeah, can take reactions.
Mm.
The stunning strike one is a completely different one,
Okay.
and your fists do count as a weapon attack. Just so you know.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, you're like monks. Their hands basically turn into weapons.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So, are you going to use your key points for any of the flurry of blow techniques?
No, because it's only the second one that hit. Right? Or does that.
Well,
like.
if it's you hit. Let's see.
If you hit
If
it at
any
all,
of
you
them
can
hit,
add.
yeah.
You can add
Well,
2.
yeah, it's if you hit with a flurry of blows, so it's
It's just only the second attack that hit.
yeah,
It's not
his
the
extra
flurry of
attack
blow.
hit, but not the flurry of blows.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm done
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, that works. And okay. With that, Kaine just starts unleashing blow after blow. First one whiffs, second one whiffs. She comes up with a roundhouse kick and just cracks him right in the knee. And he's just like, as she comes up with another hit, he lifts his leg up and is like grabbing his knee and doing a little hop. And that motion throws her off. Is like, what the fuck? Who does this? And you miss. Coming right off of that is the Cyclops' turn. And he is going to GTFO because fuck today. Fuck all of you guys.
Get out of here.
You hurt me, and there's a lot of strange things happening. And somebody had a very mean voice in Giant. So, let's see. His movement is. Oh yeah, he was the slower of them. So
Does he get attack of opportunity?
I will get attack of opportunity. So roll for that while I am trying to figure out how fast he can go.
Oh wait, spiritual weapon doesn't
No,
get it.
they don't get it.
It should.
I don't get to use my sphere.
Okay, so Kaine and the 2 beasts
Still
get attack of opportunity.
Do it.
Do it! Yes, you can! Okay, so
It's
let's
a
see.
+4 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of those are gonna hit. So for the hyena, it's a 21,
Okay.
and for the giant toad, it's an 18.
Okay, cool. And Kaine.
Did you roll a d20, Kaine?
Oh, wait, that's-
yeah, you roll a 6.
Yeah, I was like-
roll a d12.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay,
You
it's
did
not
that.
much better.
Yeah. What is the
Oh,
total?
okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yours
What is the
yours
total?
miss.
Let's see here. Oh my god. So, the hyena.
6, 10.
Yeah, so, hold on.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a
They
1.
should just let
Oh,
that
okay.
time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My
So,
dyslexia kick in.
the giant hyena does 2d6, so I got 2 6s, so that's 12 plus 3, 15 piercing damage. And the giant toad does 3 piercing damage.
Nice.
Oh,
Which is weird because I don't think it actually has anything that could pierce.
Well, they have little.
Barbs on their tongue.
Well, it's not barbs. They have ridges on that cartilage strap. That they don't have teeth per se, but they do have a hard, rigid cartilage.
Oh yeah, is it
You can get bitten by a toad,
is it
and
grappled?
especially Pac-Man toads.
yeah.
They really hurt.
Okay.
I forgot to mention this.
yeah.
1d10 poison damage, so another 6 poison damage. And yes, the target is grappled.
Oh my god. I thought we were just
With
gonna
an
let him
escape
go.
DC of
No.
13.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, we
It's
just
fake.
let nothing go.
It just says DC, but I'm not sure why it doesn't tell me what it is. I'm assuming it's strength.
Yeah.
A
From a
15.
grapple, it's strength.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's roll 13 to get out of it.
Okay, he was just trying to move away. He will try and break free.
He doesn't get the lead.
Next turn.
Well, no, he hasn't.
Oh, he's not
It is
done.
his
It's
turn.
his
Yeah.
It's his turn.
He was just trying to move out, and y'all attacked him.
Oh.
Yeah, you used your reactions.
I could have just held the reactions and just let him.
He rolled a 14, so he failed.
No,
He's
he succeeded.
Yeah.
You had to make it
13.
13. Okay, I thought you said 15. I was like, oh fuck me.
He's about to get swallowed.
He's gonna eat. This giant toad's gonna eat a cyclops. Okay, he breaks free. I want to break free.
I want to break free. I
Okay.
fought it, he laughed.
Alright, but let's see. He
Oh my god.
he was attacked. He was grappled. Does grappling move your
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
like? Okay, it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't.
to your
It doesn't
movement.
incapacitate.
As far as I can tell, it just says
Grapple.
the
restrained.
target is grappled until this grapple ends. The target is restrained.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
and
he-
restrained. Speed is 0,
But then he breaks it
but he breaks it.
so he can continue
Now,
his
is
movement.
that at the beginning of his turn or end of his turn?
It just says. Well, the thing is, it doesn't seem like. Oh,
Since
As
the
he's-
toad's doing this on a reaction,
Yeah.
it's not the
kind
toad's
of a-
turn.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So-
Like when he breaks out of the bed.
Yeah, no, it's a weird thing, but he wasn't actually able to move away at all first. So he's gonna
Yeah,
run.
he's got.
Yeah.
Let him run, guys.
Why?
yeah, no.
Because moving targets are more fun to hit.
Oh,
Okay.
Jeez, buddy.
to be fair, he's not getting
I don't
far.
like giants.
Nice.
I'm okay with Goliaths. I can talk to Goliaths.
So the
Giants are assholes.
Oh, you haven't seen an asshole yet.
So he rushes, lumbers really. This token is very misleading. It doesn't look like he moved very far at all on this map. That is the end of his turn. Leafin, it is your turn. Volo, you're on deck.
If he's proceeding to run away, I'll head back up towards the top of the hill where everyone else is still at.
Come on, go get him.
Go.
What's your movement speed?
What it doubles it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
80.
Okay, you're off the map. Okay.
You're
You're-
fine.
Yeah, you're practically at the top where Birdie is.
You're fast as fuck, Rhino.
Okay. It is Volo's turn.
I seeing that now everyone has kind of taken aback, I will cast Spare the Dying. That dude.
The Red Dragonborn.
Okay.
Yeah. And then use Healing Words. So with my weird feet thing, he automatically just gets the full 7 because I'm just casting it at level 1.
Okay.
And I too will walk back towards the hill.
At 2.
All right. Back up. So this guy isn't unconscious or
Dead.
dead.
He isn't dead. Say it like it is, John.
Yeah, he's not dead. You could see just some magical light emanate from his body, and the caved-in portions of his skull and broken back just like shift and inflate.
Cool.
Cannon. Oh.
I have some
And-
interesting dreams after playing D&D with you guys, just FYI.
I
don't
can't tell you
dream
why.
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the hill giant's turn, and you can see him hurling another stone down on
Leave my babies alone.
Kaine. What is your AC again, Kaine?
16.
16. Yeah, it misses. So a giant rock just comes soaring in. You can hear that telltale whistle of, and you just kind of step to the side, and it just buries itself into the ground like all the others. And Birdie, you yourself can see that he is like stood up, sees that the Cyclops is running away, and then just turns around and just disappears behind the hill.
Does he do
Alright.
like the...
Oh, and I dismissed that sphere on my way out.
Okay. It's just
So that it's not
burning.
just sitting there burning everything around it, guys.
Thankfully, it was already in a fairly charred space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a bunch of snow everywhere else, so the fire's not spreading. Let's see. Siphos.
Cypher's throwing 2 Eldritch Blasts at the brass. At the brass.
Okay.
Wait, what? The brass dragonborn?
Yep.
Did you not think this was going to happen?
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, was anyone surprised? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Nah, it's
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
it's
Okay, cool.
A race war!
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Can we please not
How do you
become
wanna do it?
murderers? Oh my god.
Oh, no, I'm throwing it like square at her head. Like the first one, like kind of like, and she turns around and faces me, and it's right in the face, and just skull.
okay. So, as the brass dragonborn is starting to move up the hill, Siphos turns around, hurls a eldritch blast, smacking her right across the back, and you can see the arcane energies just flick past her as it like crashes against her skull. The excess energies flick past her head, and she almost stumbles forward, and she's swaying back and forth, and she like turns around just in time to see another eldritch blast coming straight towards her face, and her skull is misted as the eldritch blast goes straight through her head, and her body hits the ground. That one's dead.
How many hit
There's-
points did you get?
There's
Dead.
nothing. There's no bringing it back.
And Birdie steps in front of the human who's crawling up the hill.
He is quite far down there.
That's fine. I'm like
Yeah.
in between him and Siphos.
He's human.
Yeah, you'd have to have to dash down there.
No, I'm not dashing down there. I'm stepping in between him and Siphos. So I'm blocking Siphos' view of him crawling up the hill.
Yeah, you're at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Siphos is down the hill from you, and the
You moved down
human
the
is
hill?
at
Oh, okay.
yeah, and the human is crawling up the hill. Siphos is between you and the human.
Right. Walk down the hill. Gonna step up next to Cyphos. I think that's a little excessive.
No, the excessiveness was maybe almost killing his friends. But, it felt good.
As you can hear the plodding footsteps of a Cyclops running away.
So we can still see that.
Yeah, no, he's very visible.
So are we sure we don't have to take care of it?
It's not coming back anytime soon. And then if it does, we have the scary lady who makes mean giant noises at it.
Oh, I'm just glad they didn't notice me. Because I'm pretty sure they would have been, oh, what's the right word for it? Shitting themselves?
Mm. Also, your eyes are, they're doing that glowy thingy.
That's why it feels so good. And Cyphos just turns and
I would have
walks
seen
away.
Cyphos.
Oh, sorry. Yes?
I would have seen Cyphos throw Eldritch Blast at this bronze dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were walking back up the hill when that happened.
Okay. I kind of just like Cyphos, like yell at him and like gesture him over.
And
I'm just like, I point at the red dragonborn behind me. And I'm like, I didn't know we had a grudge with other dragonborn, so that one's back up. I'm gonna keep walking forward. You do whatever.
Are we not doing the turn order anymore?
Oh no, the combat's done.
Combat's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Sorry.
With
Hold on.
Would you like to do something?
Yes, I like my animals to hunt this bitch down.
all right, you can have them hunt it down to your glee.
They have the movement to get up there
Yeah,
and double
no.
team them.
It's just gonna, for brevity's sake, your hyena and toad eventually are just chasing this thing down as it's running away, constantly hounding it until it just can't fight back anymore and
This
is
is like crest
eaten
over the
alive.
hill to where
To be
the
fair-
where the hill giant was, and then the animal's over, and you just hear ah.
I mean, to
Dies
be
off
fair,
screen.
after an hour they disappear.
Yeah, no, he
did.
makes
I don't
it like
think so.
halfway up the next hill, and it just falls to the ground, and it's just being mauled by a toad and a giant.
Was
and
the
a
hill giant
hyena.
doing?
Yeah.
The hill giant also running from these guys now.
The hill giant is over the hill. He was already at the top of it, kind of on the other side.
He's like, nope.
Yeah, he's gone.
Wow.
Hi. Bye, animal friends.
As they're eating and just like ripping pieces of this creature away. Bye.
The toad just looks up and goes,
Cyphos wants to go over to this lovely red dragonborn.
Okay.
Bend down. Get real close.
Mhm.
And interconic. Who is your little friend back there? The brass one.
Yes. Akara.
What was her surname?
Akara Spitfire.
Do you know of flamethrowers by chance?
He's like holding a few holding his sides because his bone, some of his ribs are still broken. I've heard of them.
How's Julianus doing?
Julianus. He's doing. He's like looking at you. He's doing fine.
Do you happen to know where he is? Just off the top of your head.
I'm not certain.
That's not the answer I wanted to hear. And I stand up.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just gonna put 2 Eldritch Blasts in this guy.
Is he still prone?
He's still prone.
But it is a
For-
range, technically.
For brevity's sake, you killed this guy.
Yep.
He's on the ground at your mercy. There's not a whole lot he can do
He's
right
already
now.
helping the human, like, over the hill.
Okay. Just like carrying this guy who's just been blindly crawling away from the fireball that torched him.
Yep.
Okay.
And as I get to the top of the hill, Vola! Vola? Medic!
Oh, I don't know if I need to ask Cyphos for permission. Apparently we're just murdering people now.
I shapeshift out of animal form. Are we just going to ignore the fact that Cyphos just murdered 2 people in cold blood right in front of us? Should we kill the other guy too?
What the hell? I was look at that direction.
I'm not
Did you
gonna
see?
say no.
Hold on. Did everyone see my animals chase after that one-eyed bastard?
I was a little occupied, but I'm pretty sure it was cool.
Oh yes. What'd you do?
Oh, I killed this one and crushed her skull in.
Shite! You missed the entire point. We were trying to save these people. Or, well, I guess we were trying to save these people. I guess you weren't, were you?
There you go.
Hey, makes me a bit uncomfortable, Cyphos. I hope you don't plan on murdering the rest of us.
Don't associate with the brass dragon and the river should be mine.
Fair enough.
So we're just going to accept the fact that we're murderers now.
Well, I didn't do it.
I accepted it a long time ago. Leofin.
And I actually do feel a little uncomfortable with you doing this. But, there's not much I can do about it, can I?
I'm over the
I mean,
hill.
technically speaking, it could bring them back from the dead, but, I mean, if he's just going to continuously murder them, there's no point.
She's not wrong.
I don't think you can bring that one back to life.
I'm just gonna head back to the
Oh,
car.
you ain't saying either of these.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. That's crit 1.
Yeah, no. You left kind of a mess. You don't really find anything valuable on this person.
Oh well. Good news, he didn't know flamethrowers, so.
Aye, but you still murdered him.
Yes.
Why?
What are we doing with a human?
Oh, right.
Well, we can save him.
I cast Cure Wounds on the human then.
Okay. After getting back to the cart with Birdie, who's there with the human, and like put him back into the back of it, you come up to him and place your hands on him and cast Cure Wounds. Glowing light. Yada, yada, yada. How much healing?
4. He gets 4.
Okay.
Oh,
He's a lot more than at death's door now. So he literally only had 1 hit point.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I
gosh.
was really hoping he was the guy in the middle and not the guy standing right next to the Etten.
No.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't tell.
Yeah, no. You can see some of the burns heal up around his face. His eyes still look kind of cloudy. His skin is still incredibly burned all over, but he is breathing easier. He might have had some lung damage from breathing in the inferno.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can see that his breaths come just a little easier. He's back in. He's just laying in the back of this cart, and his existence is agony.
Yeah. Birdie, who's like sitting at his head, and she's pulled her opulent pillow out, and she's put her scarf over it.
Okay.
And then she
Don't-
kind of like put it under his head.
I don't want your nasty burn juices getting all
I
over
don't
my
want your
opulence.
nasty burn juices on my opulent pillow. None of us know prestidigitation. It's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's a standard old school scarf. It's fine.
Yeah.
And as Leofin gets, back up towards the cart, she kind of looks over at him and she goes, Leofin, he's gonna need a lot more healing than just a couple of hands.
I go ahead
Have you
and...
still got that little
yes,
light
I
creature
do.
that you can do thing? The really helpful little cute monkey dude.
Yes, I'll go ahead and cast, where is it? Spiritual animal on him.
Okay. And you were
Or
healing.
healing spirit, that one. Yeah.
And were you rolling for more heals, Vola?
I was rolling for a medicine check.
Medicine check?
So it's 25. Yeah, just
Okay.
to do, like, well, whatever his thing takes care of, like, internal stuff, I'll at least splint more of the, like, outer wounds or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as you're doing this and the spirit animal is sitting at this person's side, you're able to get him into a very stable condition. His wounds are healing up as well as they can. A lot of his body is being... it doesn't reach full health.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, he still has... It's like he's just... Apologies. It's like he just has exited the burn ward.
Yeah.
He can be in the hospital, but he's not in the worst condition that he can be in right now. And the party gathers around the cart, and that is where we're going to call it for the night. It is getting pretty late.
That's all.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, David here. Thanks for listening to the Ring of Contrarians podcast. New episodes come out on the 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month. You can listen to us anywhere fine podcasts are found, and on YouTube. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook @ofcontrarians. See you next time.